got it. I took all the cash out of the payroll and I spent it on drugs.
CWI. Might as well. Every year, millions of people are being enslaved with drugs and alcohol.
It literally ripped my family apart.
I didn't know if I really wanted to live anymore or not. My life had become so terrible and went down so far, I just didn't see any hope.
Call it quits because I was over it. I was done.
Hi, we're Mickey and Laura Mae Evans, and we'd like to invite you to join us for a few minutes of a visual tour of the ministry we call Dunklin City of Refuge. Our first rehabilitation program began in 1962. The church that I was pastoring was ill-equipped to house recovering alcoholics, so the Lord directed us, put a vision in my heart to build a small retreat center out in the wilderness area of Morton County where we could house men who were coming to try to overcome their addiction to alcohol.
32 months ago, I was sitting on a bar stool, cussing Dad. The same Dad that I sat on a bar stool and cussed, waiting on the crack man to blow his horn out the front, saved my life. And now I'll tell anybody, I can't wait to talk about Jesus.
The simple overview of our program is that 3 separate but interrelated ministries all work on the same piece of property using the same buildings. The residential drug and alcohol rehabilitation program, the family recovery program, and the ministry training programs are all designed for the men who come to Duncan to the stranglehold of drug addiction and alcoholism. Through these programs, the men are spiritually and physically repaired, reconciled with their families, and then prepared to share what they've learned with the other people in the addictive community. Duncan Memorial City of Refuge and all of our ministries are under the covering of the Board of Trustees for financial accountability and the Board of Elders for management. The first bridge that we built was from addiction to recovery. Every year this number of alcoholics and drug addicts are multiplying exponentially. Our camp provides a safe haven for these men.
I was too far gone to help myself. There was no way I could help myself, and I needed help, and I wanted to stop, but there was no way I couldn't stop.
We now have 70 men in our residential program seeking help through the Lord. 42 men in our training program, giving us a total of 112 people in residence and various training programs of the camp. I think we have over 200 people that are living on campus. Our recovery program consists of quiet time each morning where men begin to establish their relationship with God through prayer and journaling and Bible study. The men then attend classes where they learn how drugs and alcohol have affected their relationships with God and with their families. After the classes in the morning, the men go to work in various industries in the camp, raising cattle, harvesting citrus, and a pallet factory where we make pallets. Through the work of these industries, men learn how to develop character, proper work ethic. They put in practice the things they learn in theory in the classroom. They walk it out as they work together in teams. They pray together, they work together, and they become men of God. We soon learned that working with addicts by themselves was inadequate because our program was not really reaching the people that are hurt most by the bondage of drugs and alcohol. Those who hurt the most are the wives, children, and parents. So we built another bridge called Family Recovery. The wives and the families and the men in the program could come to camp on weekends and take classes designed to give them the life skills needed to grow a healthy Christian family.
And it was very nice to be able to tell him how I felt about things that he had done over the past 20 years and not reap any consequences, not have him yell at me or walk away or anything like that. I was able to share. And that was really good.
They could then begin to rebuild the burned bridges that caused by their addiction. The Family Recovery Program has become one of the most fruitful ministries over the years. The ever-increasing number of families that come to the camp on weekends required us to enlarge our facilities, So we built 3 retreat centers: Good Samaritan Inn, the House Lodge, and then the Emmaus building. These new facilities provided 35 motel-type rooms so that the wives and families could have a place to stay on Saturdays and Sundays. They can then participate fully in the family recovery process. Our pastors have created special programs for the children. Young children of the age of 4 attend nursery school. Those children from 4 to 12 meet with Kids Church. Teenagers have a program called Extreme Youth. These young adults have Bible studies, attend youth camps, and participate in Christian-based mission trips to Youth with a Mission.
With my experience with Lauen, I got to go to Thailand, and I got to go there for 2 months and spread the news of Jesus Christ to people around the world, and it was an amazing experience.
One of our ministries that's especially interested to youth is the trip to Gethsemane Ranch with Jesse and Karen Jones. Children at this ministry have the opportunity to learn how to ride horses, participate in rodeo sports. Here the children build good memories with their parents. As our residential recovery and family recovery programs grew over the years, we soon faced the fact that we had to have more trained staff to work with us. Since most colleges and seminaries did not have programs designed to train people to work in the recovery ministries, we had to build a third bridge leading to the recovery ministry training program. In 1970, we created our first recovery training center, designed to help people that are called by the Lord to work in recovery ministries. The servant leadership training program is a year long. People come here with their families to live while they're in training. Following the servant leadership training program, we have another program called staff training. This is another year-long program designed to utilize the gifts that each person possesses. This unique training at Duncan Community is designed to model the transforming life of Christ, apply the scriptures to a man's life, and develop the skills and character to reproduce other godly lives. Freedom Seminary was founded in 1973 to give a theological foundation to people that were called into the ministry that could not afford to go to college or seminary. Duncan has provided our local pastors and men in our program an opportunity to receive associate's or bachelor's degrees in biblical studies. The 2 newest ministries we've developed at Duncan are family development and the county jail ministry. In the family development, families are allowed to come and stay together as a family, live at the camp-in community for a period of a year. This gives them time to develop the skills of learning how to live together as a family with their wives and children. This has become one of our most meaningful ministries at Duncan.
Family development has given us the opportunity to live a very healthy life, to live a life the way Christ wants us, a family to live. We have the opportunity to really follow our leaders' footsteps and do as they have done.
The jail outreach ministry sends 4 of our men, staff men, 4 days a week to the Martin County Jail. They've created the Duncan Substance Abuse Program within the county jail. Our students in training go with our trained counselors to participate in this program and to give their testimonies back to the same men that they were once in jail with themselves. It's a wonderful thing for our men to go to the place where they come from and give their testimony that they found the answer to the alcohol and drug problem.
The blessing and joy for me of working in the Martin County Jail Ministry is that I get to share with men the truth of what it means to be God's son. I learned that lesson personally, spending 12 of the last